Greetings, fellow anime enthusiasts. Welcome back to our celestial corner of the internet, where dreams intertwine with the wonders of the anime universe. This is the final part in which we're going to talk about Luffy's Gear 5 techniques. And with a new Gear 5 transformation, Luffy also uses many insane techniques in his fight against Kaido and later against Rob Lucci. Some of these techniques we have seen him using in his past forms, while some are new. Let's discuss about all the Gear 5 techniques we have witnessed Luffy use so far. Gomu no Fusen, Gum Gum Balloon. When Kaido swallowed him, he inflated his entire body and gained quite a bit of buoyancy, like a helium balloon, attacking and hindering Kaido's dragon form's movement. Gomu no Gigant, Gum Gum Giant. He literally grows to the size of a giant, being able to stomp on Kaido for a second. Gomu no Budgerang Gun, Gum Gum Budgerang Gun. This technique is the Gear 5 equivalent to King Kong Gun. After growing his arm to the size of Onigashima and imbuing it with armament and Conqueror's Haki, Luffy punches Kaido. Kaido manages to respond and even contest his attack momentarily before succumbing to it. Gomu no Dashatsu Raketo, Gum Gum Escape Rocket. Luffy used Gomu no Fusen to stretch Kaido's eyes and himself to launch himself out of Kaido's mouth. Yeah, look it up, it did happen. Gomu no Nawatobi, Gum Gum Skipping Rope. Using Gomu no Fusen, a gigantic Luffy grabbed Kaido's dragon form and used it as a skipping rope. Gomu no Kaminari, Gum Gum Lightning. Fighting Kaido, he gives a lightning bolt the properties of rubber so he can actually grab it and then hurls it at Kaido. Gomu no Megura Pistol, Gum Gum Mole Pistol. He uses this technique in his fight against Rob Lucci's awakened form, where he punches his fist to the ground, and a tendril of the floor stretches and hits his opponent. Gomu no Dawn Rocket, Gum Gum Dawn Rocket. Used against Rob Lucci, Luffy throws himself in his surrounding, uses his awakened powers to bend the structures further, and then launches himself at his opponent at full speed to slam a fist into them. Gomu no Dawn Whip, Gum Gum Dawn Whip. Luffy twists his body, stretches his leg, hardens it, and swings it into his opponent's face. He then lets his body rapidly untwist to add explosive power to his kicks. Is Luffy's Gear 5 the strongest? Now that we have seen Gear 5 a few times in the story, it's safe to say that it's the strongest form in Luffy's arsenal and might be the strongest one he gets. From here on, Luffy can only get stronger by perfecting his Haki, mastering his Devil Fruit Awakening, and maybe expanding his imagination. At the end of the day, Gear 5 is as strong as Luffy's imagination. Luffy could end up using more Haki in the form, but Gear 5 is most likely his final transformation for the series. Similarly to how Kaku and Rob Lucci awakened their Zoan Devil Fruits, Luffy's Gear 5 is the pinnacle of his Devil Fruits power. Yes, he can learn more techniques and widen his imagination, but this is the end of the road for his transformations. While we don't know the ins and outs of a Devil Fruits awakening just yet, especially Zoan fruits, it's safe to say that Luffy has achieved his final form. Maybe a Rumble Ball could do something to Luffy, but we will have to wait and see for that one. This also means that Gear 6 isn't happening unless Luffy thinks his new power is another gear. Realistically, at some point in the story, Luffy will learn about his fruit and what Gear 5 truly is. Despite Luffy using Gear 5 twice in the series so far, our knowledge of it is still very limited. As the series progresses and Eiichiro Oda shows us more of this form, we will learn more about it. This form has changed our entire perception of the One Piece anime and manga series and came at such a critical time. Things are changing in the One Piece world. Blackbeard has defeated Law, Shanks has destroyed the Kid Pirates, Garp is fighting Kuzan, and the Straw Hat Pirates are leaving Egghead Island. Everything is coming to a head, and we don't know what's next. One thing we are sure of, though, is that Luffy's Gear 5 has brought a massive change in the world of One Piece, rattling the Five Elders and Emu. As the One Piece journey continues, things will get crazier. Gear 5 will play a significant role in what comes next, because we still need to hear the other side of the story regarding Sun God Nika and Joy Boy. We hope to find out more as the series carries on and Luffy gets a step closer to becoming the next Pirate King. Luffy's Gear 5 form has already debuted in the One Piece manga. The anime adaptation is next, and we'll soon see the form in its full glory in the One Piece anime too. If you're eager for more cosmic anime adventures, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to join us on our celestial escapades. Welcome to our anime wonderland.